I believe that neighborhoods are the heart of every city. They're so important. We are able to develop those strong neighborhoods and leadership in those neighborhoods through engaging our community, bringing people together, and enjoying that sense of community. And it's through that that people come to be involved and serve. I am the elected Jefferson County Property Valuation Administrator.
I've known Colleen for 20 years. I met her through her work in metro government, or in former city of Louisville government. She was working on beautification projects, and in that I'm in the commercial real estate business and had a lot of assets in downtown Louisville. Well, she is an advocate for justice, and I'll use that in its biggest and broadest terms. She is a fierce advocate for those in need, those without, and those who don't have much of a voice, and not just through her current job. That is the heart and soul of her. I think she would represent very well what presentation stands for.
I grew up in a home where my mother was a very servant-hearted leader. My grandmother was, her mother, my maternal grandmother. And my grandmother lost her husband at 43, and she raised 4 children. And she worked on the bottling line at Heaven Hill Distillery. And they were always the kind of women that were for the less fortunate. They were always pulling for the underdogs. And I think they instilled that in me early on. I initially worked for Mayor Harvey Sloan back in the 70s, and he was a neighborhoods guy, certainly a core value in his administration. And there I met my mentor, a woman by the name of Mary Margaret Mulvihill. Mary Margaret was a Pres grad, and she was a Tower Award recipient a few years ago. But she really mentored me as a young woman growing up in government. And we were very close friends till the time of her death. She taught me so many things about servant leadership and giving back and paying it forward.
She is a delightful human being. She's got a big, warm heart. She has a very large group of friends. She's got a great sense of humor. She also, and she wouldn't tell you this, but she's quite a singer. She has a great voice, and it's just kind of a reflection of her personality. People are drawn to her, and again, we're very fortunate, I think, to have her as a public servant, and I'm very fortunate to call her my friend.
I grew up until I was 13 years old in public housing. As a project manager at Operation Brightside, I had the chance to go back into that neighborhood through Jerry Abrams's program, and we created a national model for at-risk youth. Those are the kinds of things that have made the greatest impact on me, is being able to pay it forward, using my own personal and life experiences to be able to pass on to someone else who could benefit from them. Being able to be a Tower Award recipient and having been at the table a few years ago when Mary Margaret received her award, it does feel full circle. It feels to me like I have succeeded in carrying on a wonderful tradition of public leadership that was passed on to me by another Tower Award recipient, Mary Margaret Mulvihill.